Hello, Olivia. It's nice to meet you. Olivia, how old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
Excellent. And where do you live?
I live in Korea.
Oh, very good. How is the weather in Korea today?
It is very hot.
Nice. And what do you do when the weather is very hot?
Um, I mm,
What do you
I
like to do?
I like to eat ice cream.
Oh, nice. Good choice. All right, Olivia, we have a lesson about tundras today. It looks like it's a review lesson. So you've already been learning about tundras, yes?
Yes.
All right, let's begin. So, tundras. Can you read, please?
Hello, my name is Nick. Today we are going to review that you learn about the tundra.
What you learned about the tundra.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's see.
Let's start by discussing what you found the most interesting about the tundra. What
Okay,
was
so what was the most surprising thing you learned?
the many people live in the tundra?
Many people live in the tundra?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. That is interesting. And what do you think makes the tundra so unique?
Mm,
Unique means that it's very different. There's only one place like this place. It's very interesting.
I, um, one day is night.
What's
Every
that?
um, uh, one day is night, and one
Uh-huh.
day. Uh,
Uh-huh. That's right. Yeah, there are some tundras in the world that will have like a whole day that is only daylight and a whole day that's only night. That's true. Yeah, it depends on where you are in the world, right? Because if you're very high in the north, then in the winter time, there will be some days that are almost all dark. And in the summertime, you'll have some days that are almost all daylight. That's true. Some tundras have that. That's very interesting and unique. All right, great job, Olivia. Today, when you do a good job, let's do this quiz. Which mythical creature are you? Okay, so we will try this quiz. First, you get to choose an element.
uh, air.
Air, okay. Nice choice. You get 1 star. So let's continue. Go ahead.
Now let's talk about the people of the tundra. Take a look at the map below. What do you remember about the people that live in the tundra? Um, hmm, they l- not live in one place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you mean they're nomadic. They move around. Yeah,
Yes,
very interesting. That's a great fact to remember. Right, let's read more about them.
many of the 4 million people that live in the tundra are nomadic. One way these hard-working people are able to live in such a cold environment is by creating cozy shelters to maintain warmth.
Nice, you got it. So, how do they keep warm?
Uh, they creating cozy shelters.
Do you see a cozy shelter in this picture? Can you circle it?
Mm, uh, 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 mm,
What do you think? You can make a guess. That's okay. Yeah, I think you got it. This is a shelter, right? Something that shelters you from outside. We call it a shelter. And it has lots of blankets on top. I'm sure there are some blankets inside as well. So they make it nice and warm and cozy so that they can stay. And because they're nomadic, because they move around, they make it so that they can build it and take it down and bring with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's try defining these words. What does it mean to be nomadic?
The people who move to
Yeah, so nomadic people are people that move around to new places often. Okay, what do you think hardworking means?
work hard.
Yeah. Hardworking people are people that work hard. I think that one's simple, right?
Yes.
Nutrition. What do you think nutrition means? What do you think these are on this thing? What do you think the picture is?
Healthy.
What do they look like? Yeah, healthy, right. What's something that can keep us healthy and strong?
Fish.
Yeah, so nutrition it refers to what we eat, right? Nutrition refers to the food that we eat and whether or not it's healthy. Do you think, is fish a healthy food?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. What is shelter?
Not real house.
A real house can be a shelter too. A shelter is something we build to protect us from the weather or other things we find outside, right? So I might build a shelter so that I can stay warm inside, but also when I have a house, it means that I have shelter, right? I have somewhere to go to be inside and protect me from the things that are outside, right? What is a mammal?
Animal that give milk
Yes,
to baby.
yes. A mammal is a type of animal, and there are many features, right? They give milk to their babies. They give birth to live babies, right? They don't lay eggs. They have warm blood, and what else? I can't remember. There are many attributes of a mammal, but those are a few. Okay, and what does warmth mean?
Warm.
Yeah, to keep warm. Warmth is something that keeps us warm. Okay, good job. So you get to choose an animal.
Horse.
The horse, nice choice. 2 stars. All right. Which of these shelters has a steep roof? Do you remember why it is important to have a steep roof in the tundra? So which one has a steep roof?
First one.
Good. And why would it be important to have a steep roof in the tundra?
Because no.
Yeah, Well, what do you think would happen if I had a roof like this on the tundra and it snowed a lot and the
Yes.
roof got what might happen? It might fall down, right? But
Yes.
if the roof is like this, what happens to the snow that lands on top?
Like go
It
down.
falls down, right? It
Down.
falls down so it's not too heavy on top of my house. Okay. Can you read, please?
Some of the southern areas of the tundra have taller trees. Like in this picture, if you had to build a shelter somewhere in the tundra, what materials
Materials. Mhm.
materials would you build it with?
So would you build a shelter like this one with lots of wood? Would you build a shelter like this one with snow and ice? Or would you build a shelter with this one with sticks and leaves? What kind of shelter would you like to build?
With mm, snow? Like
You like the
igloo?
snow one? Yeah, the igloo. It's kind of fun, right? Yes, it might be fun to have an igloo. That's true, Olivia. Okay. Do you remember these animals? Can you describe at least 3 of them?
Mm, uh, hmm, uh, mm,
So which one of these animals do you think you know about the most?
no, polar bear?
Polar bear. Yeah, I think that's the most recognizable one. What do you know about polar bears?
Polar bear.
Where do polar bears get their food?
Mm, at sea?
Let's make a sentence. Polar bears get their food from the sea. Can you read it?
Polar bears get their food from the sea.
What do they get from the sea?
Some fish.
Yes, they get fish to eat from the sea. That's right. And what kind of weather do polar bears like?
Cold weather.
They like cold weather. That's right. How about let's see, how about the Arctic hare? Do you know anything about that animal? What type of animal is it?
Rabbit.
It's like a rabbit. That's right, a bigger rabbit. But how do you think this rabbit can survive if there are Arctic foxes and Arctic wolves and polar bears that want to eat it? How can it survive? What do you think?
Arctic hare blends in the snow.
Yes, their white color helps them to blend in the snow. And how do you think they move? Do you think they're very slow or do you think they're very fast?
They're very fast.
They're very fast, yes. And how about their ears? What do you think their ears help them with? They have these long ears. How do they help them?
Mm, uh, here.
I think they can hear their enemies coming, right? If they hear
Yeah.
an Arctic fox somewhere nearby looking for some food, it will start to listen and maybe run away before the fox can get them, right? This might help them. All right, very good job. Let's go and choose where would you live?
And mountain and valley.
In the mountains and valleys? Okay, nice one. 3 stars. Okay. Do you remember why some animals in the tundra have white or light colored fur?
Because they can blend in the snow.
Yes, these animals have a lot of predators that would like to eat them, right? Both of these animals. Who do you think would want to eat this poor baby seal? Who would want to eat it?
A polar bear, Arctic
Maybe a
dog.
polar. Yeah. Oh, they're so cute. It's so sad, but yes, they will eat them. So they need to be white so they can blend in. And this baby seal is, I think, even more helpless than the rabbits, because the rabbits can run away, but this baby seal, maybe it can swim away. Maybe it's a very fast swimmer. I hope so. All right, good. So, can you read this?
Some animals need to stay safe and not to show off, so they have a light color fur. This can help them stay away from dangerous animals.
So since they're blending in, the bears cannot see them from far away, and they stay away. Okay. Plants in the tundra are shorter than plants in other areas. Do you remember why? Look at the images here to help you.
Because birds can't grow bigger. Because
Right.
uh,
Right. Yes. I think that's what it is, that there's ice down here, so the roots can't grow enough for the plants to have enough energy to grow upward, right? But it says the answer is on the next slide, so let's read. Can you read it?
plants in the tundra are usually short and dense, so that they absorb heat from the ground. There is a free frozen layer of ground below the surface, therefore roots cannot grow too deep.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So what do some tundra animals eat in the winter?
They eat plants.
What's that?
Plants.
Plants. Yeah, I think they eat plants. What is this this deer eating? It's a tree, right?
Yes.
He's eating the bark from a tree. The skin of the tree, we call it bark. So it's eating the bark of the tree. Right? Can you read more about it, please?
Some animals that live in the tundra only eat plants. These animals, like caribou, must find plants in the winter to survive. They eat berries, dig for roots, and they can even eat bark. They cannot let any nutrition go to waste.
Perfect. Nice reading. All right. So,
Do you remember what the glaciers and the polar ice caps are? What is happening to them and how is it are
affecting.
affecting sea levels?
So do you remember what glaciers and polar ice caps are?
Yes.
Yes. So we're in this picture, which one looks like a glacier to you? Yeah. So there are these big blocks of ice and snow, and the polar ice caps look kind of like this, right? So they're the areas on Earth that are completely covered in ice. It does my globe does not show the Arctic one, but I think there are some up there too. And what is happening to the glaciers and polar ice caps on Earth?
Melting.
Yes, good. They are melting. And what is happening to the sea levels because the glaciers and polar ice caps are melting?
Let's go higher.
Sea levels are rising. That's right. You got it. Great job, Olivia. Okay.
What are the midnight sun and the polar night? Hmm,
So which one do you think this picture shows? The midnight sun or the polar night?
midnight sun.
That's right. Once I went to Sweden. Sweden is like way up here. No. Oh, my map is wrong. Sweden, it says this is South America, but no, this is Europe. Okay, so Sweden is way up here. It's close to the Arctic, right? And I went to Sweden in July, and the sun didn't go down until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Huh?
So it was sunny all day until 3 o'clock. Then the sun went down for maybe 2 hours, and then it came up again,
Yes.
right? And there's one day in Sweden every year that there's no nighttime, right? There's only sun because the sun goes down, 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 but it never goes all the way down. So there's always sun all day. It's the midnight sun. And so what is this? What does this show?
Polar night.
And what does it mean?
Everyday night.
Yeah, the sun never comes up. It's just nighttime the whole time. How do you think that feels?
It's cold.
It was very cold during that time. Yes, very cold. All right, great job. So let's review. Can you read it, please? Fascinating.
Fascinating and unique event happen in the tundra every year. The midnight sun and the polar night as the Earth rotates, and because of the
Position.
position of the tundra, the sun never really sets during part of the summer. So even at midnight, the sun is still up. In the winter, there are a few months of total darkness. This is called the polar night.
Excellent. Very good. So pick a trait that describes you. Strong, clever, kind, or fearless.
Kind.
Kind. Nice. Okay, you get 4 stars. So, can you read the questions?
If you had to survive in the tundra for a month, how would you do it? What would you eat? What would you bring with you? Where would you sleep?
What do you think?
I don't know.
So, okay, what the first thing you know you're going to be in the tundra for 1 month. What would you do first? What's your first thing you would do to help you survive?
I will make my home.
Yeah, make a shelter, right?
Yes.
What kind of shelter would you make? Would you make an igloo?
Yes.
An igloo. Okay, and what would you choose to eat? What kind of nutrition would you try to find?
I will.
You can be like a polar bear and try and hunt. You can be like the caribou and eat plants and berries. You can be like an Arctic fox and eat a Arctic rabbit, or what do you call the hare? So what would you choose? The polar bear, the caribou, or the fox? Which one would you eat like?
Caribou? Like
The caribou? Yeah, you can eat bark and berries and plants, yes. What would you bring with you? Maybe something warm, some warm sweaters, right? Because it's very cold. I think I would bring lots of blankets and sweaters and hats and I would bring a tea kettle, right? So that I can make tea, or a pot, so I can make some hot tea so I can drink, right? Yeah. All right. And where would you sleep?
I'll sleep in the igloo.
Maybe you need a sleeping bag for the igloo too, right?
Yes.
I think it's a good idea. All right. Choose an activity you'd like. Hot day at the beach. Let's go to the museum, aquarium visit, or hiking in the forest.
Hot day at the beach.
Nice. All right. Next, we will choose a color, but let's see here. Okay, so bonus challenge. Try to use at least three vocabulary words to describe something in this picture. What is this, for example?
Shelter.
It's a shelter. Nice. And what kind of animal is this?
Mammal.
It's a polar bear, right? And it's a mammal. Yes, you got it. All right. Choose a color.
All of them.
All of them. Nice. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to discuss about the tundra? You can say no. It's okay. All right. Choose which food would you eat?
Barbecue.
Okay. You got the mermaid. Ooh. Can you read? Can you read is it too small?
I can see it.
Cannot. Okay, go ahead.
Mer people, which includes
Includes
and merman,
mermaids and mermen.
mermaids and mermen live deep in the ocean. They are stated to be helpful and kind, though some think they are a sign of storms and bad weather. They are loyal,
Brave.
and in some folklore considered protectors or
Of aquatic wildlife. Yes, that's you. So cool. All right, you get 5 stars. Excellent job. All right, you did a great job, Olivia. It was very nice to meet you. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.